So we're going to install this and see what we think about it and try it out. Hi, ready? Now I'm going to pull the plug out of the back of the camper, make sure the wire's in there, and got to clean a bunch of caulk off. Then we're going to test the voltage of that there wire. It's probably connected to the running lights, so we'll have to back the truck up, plug that in, or place a appropriate jumper in the receptacle, which I'm not going to do that. I'll just plug the truck up.
Okay. We haven't had to turn the air conditioner on today because there's a cool breeze blowing. That mountain air has kept it cool. We opened all the windows.
Trying to make a caulk-free work surface.
Quit flinging stuff at me.
Okay, there's no DC. I'll check AC for giggles. Trying to prove there's no such thing as that. So it is currently dead. Alright guys, after verifying that the running lights is the power source for the cable, we wound up putting in the connectors and powering up the camera, and then we proceeded to mounting it. So at this point we stuck the camera up there, we marked out the holes, we pre-drilled a smaller drill bit and inserted all the screws. Of course you put the rubber gasket between the camera and your fifth wheel and make sure everything's level, tighten it up. So after finishing the rear camera, having everything tested, we're going to move on to the installation of the first side camera. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is pull off the side marker cover, and then we'll have to remove the 2 screws. Then we're going to need to cut the caulk to separate the light from the rig. Alright, now we got the caulk cut, we can actually separate the light from the rig. We can get the existing connectors out of the hole. Now we have exposed the wiring. So at this point we will separate the old connectors and the light from the wiring. We'll do the preparations of the wire for the new light and camera. Once you're done with that, we need to clean all the old caulk off. Alright, now we got the caulk cleaned up. We can take the lens cover off of the light. You simply do that with a flathead screwdriver. And on this camera light system for the side is individual wires for positive and negative. So you have the opportunity to power up the camera on a different circuit versus the running light circuits. But since our rear camera is wired to the running lights, we're just going to connect both of these to the same power source. That way they're on when the running lights is on. And just take a note that, like with our Ford, it has an automated light system in the truck, and basically means that the lights cut off and on during dusk till dawn or whatever. So this means that you will need to run your running lights in a manual mode in your vehicle so the cameras work during the day when you're towing. Alright, now we have the new light and camera wired in. I'm going to put the existing wire loom back on to protect the cables. And at this point we're ready to start mounting the light and camera to the rig. So what I did is I got the light back in the same position as the other one was and installed 1 screw and got a level on the back of the camera and got everything level and install the rest of the screws. And once we're done with all the screws, there's 4 of them in total, we'll pop the cover back on. And then we'll install the antenna on the camera itself, and it's just hand tight only. And then we're ready to move on to the other side.
So we have the new Haloview cameras up. You can see all around the camper. We have 3 cameras, so you can see on both sides. And then the bottom view is the rear view, so you can see if anything's behind you. It assists in backing up. You can see if, for safety purposes, if a kid or a dog or anything walk back there, that would be helpful. While we're driving, we'll be able to use these. The top 2 are like, your blind side assistant, so that you can see what's on the side of you when you're changing lanes on the roads. So we're excited to have this new system and be trying it out.